Today I'm taking you guys to the Hong Kong Jockey Club, and for us right now, because of the pandemic, it's pretty much almost like closed door races. We're restricting it to only authorized people to actually come in, but it's actually pretty cool because this is actually a very famous part of Hong Kong. So I'm actually at this place is called Happy Valley, and that's where all the horses are. This is actually a very expensive part of town, believe it or not. Every time I look here, it feels like I actually belong here. Not because I love the horse racing so much that I want to live here, but it's because this area, it's actually one of the very prime districts in Hong Kong. This whole Happy Valley, hey Liam, this whole Happy Valley, just kind of point to it. Any of the houses are very expensive. It's open, and Hong Kong horse racing is actually like world class. We have a very, how to say, like our standards are very high here in Hong Kong in terms of horse racing. So there it is. I'm pretty good, actually. I just wanted to show you guys because you don't see it this often that there's nobody at the jockey club, because as I say, it's not open to public, so therefore you don't see a lot. Um, you don't see a lot of people, which is kind of weird because this place is called the Beer Garden. It's usually filled with people. Like you would get really cheap beer and everything here, but that's not the case. They usually have live bands. That's also not the case. Now, I think our admission is about like 10% of what it would usually be, which is so not normal. But there's a saying in Cantonese, it's called Ma Jiu Pao. Means, despite all, the horse racing still resumes. Which is true because the Jockey Club is actually one of the biggest employers in Hong Kong, and they're one of the biggest philanthropists in Hong Kong too. Just a bit of a fun fact. Dragon Boat, yeah, that's where you guys at Dragon Boat Festival? That's pretty cool. See, the thing is, right? A lot of the hospitals, a lot of the schools, and a lot of the these charitable places actually gets their money from the Jockey Club. In Hong Kong, gambling is not legal, but except for horse racing and betting on football from the Hong Kong Jockey Club. This place is actually like 100% charitable. Like they're nonprofit. So all the money that they get, minus how much it costs to run the club, of course, all of that actually goes back to the citizens. Not through handing you money, but they actually help build the city, which is actually really cool. Let's see. But I must say, this is such a nice view, you guys. Oh, I love this place. And the horses. Hello. Hello. They're beautiful, aren't they? I'll check your WhatsApp. No worries. No worries. Let's see if I can actually get out of this area. I'll actually take you guys on a tour after. Well, the horses are not racing yet, so they're just kind of circling around. But before I take off here, let me show you some of these jockeys, right? The uniforms that they wear are actually, well, very colorful, let's put it this way. You can always see them from afar. And if you look at the horse's butt, some of them have like a design that's like shaved. Not this. Oh, see on their butt? See how there's a pattern? They actually shave the hair on there just to give it like a little design. It doesn't hurt them, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Shaving their butt hair. Is that like the horse's equivalent of like, I don't know, a Brazilian bikini job? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. In fact, I'm actually gonna get out of the Jockey Club. I'll probably, by the way, beautiful place. I can smell the money, literally. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of the club. I'll take you guys on a tour of Happy Valley, which is actually one of my, as I said, it's one of my favorite places. Here. And I will get out of here. before people start to scream at me. And thank you. Cool. So here we are. The Hong Kong Jockey Club. That's it. Okay, I'm getting out of here. So this is there is actually there is a very famous cemetery. I'll show you that in a moment. In Hong Kong, it's actually right behind me, but it's across the street. I'll show you that later because I'm not going in that direction. So Happy Valley is a very interesting place because it's in the middle of the city, but it doesn't have it doesn't have a train station, but it's kind of like a secluded area by itself. And when you see these cars are basically probably the drivers of the rich people that own the horses, and they're waiting for their bosses to get out. But right now I'm taking you to the back, which I think this place not only smells like money, but it's got a good mix of, Asian and Western culture in this place. Yeah, I love it too. And there's a hospital here. I think it's one of the most expensive hospitals that you can find in Hong Kong. All the celebrities actually come here because it's really expensive and good. Hey, Boober 1126. So it's called Yuanwo Yiyun. I forgot what it's called in English, but it's very expensive, this place. And not only that, the cemetery actually that is here, that's also a very expensive cemetery. And I like how there's a poem that's actually written in front of that cemetery to actually console the souls in that place, because that place used to be haunted as well many years ago. I think before any one of us were born. Yeah, I think so. It's central in Hong Kong. You feel that too, but same thing on this side of town. And I think you guys just saw a tram that was going by. We have trams in Hong Kong, which is quite incredible. And this part of town, definitely safe. Compared to my hood, this is super safe. I think this is a cemetery too, no? I think this is a cemetery. I'm not sure. Or it's like a morgue. Or not a morgue, what am I talking about? A mosque. The mic is buffing. Is it now? I'm sorry. Tell me if the mic is still doing its thing. How's the volume? Is it okay? Because I think my mic has been acting up. Some static sounds. Hear that? How about this? I think, there we go. I think that's better now, right? See, look at it. See, we have trams. Ta-da! By the way, to be on the tram is like what, $2 Hong Kong dollars? Which is like, or maybe like 30 cents American dollars. It costs like nothing to get on that thing. Actually, just so you guys, this is actually a Hindu temple. It's a Hindu temple. Okay, wait, I'm gonna adjust my phone. So there might be something shaking for 1 second. Actually, I got a new gimbal because it turned out the gimbal that I have, that I had is actually like the first generation. Yeah. So I thought, it's time to get a new one. And it feels pretty good, actually. It's a lot lighter than I thought. So how do you guys like these videos when I just take you guys around Hong Kong and just kind of show you, you know, from a real-time perspective? And I know, Liam, you're in Hong Kong, but most of you guys probably are not here. So hope you guys like it. See these buildings? They may look old, but they're like super expensive. And when I say super expensive, I mean like super expensive. Marketplace by Jason's. Isn't that the chain that you work for, Liam? You work for Marketplace by Jason's, right? You're a big fan of walk around virtual tour? Yeah, I love it too. Actually, you guys, look at this old building here. It's actually like a service department, isn't it? Huh. I swear to God, there was one time I saw like a naked guy standing there smoking in his balcony, and I was like, Actually, a lot of the places are still open. Oh, this is actually so quiet. There's like nobody here. So you guys, this is very unusual. If you've been at my previous live streams, you know that, you know, I mentioned before, it's not supposed to be this quiet in Hong Kong. It's a place where it's filled with people. It's not supposed to be like this. But hey, I'm still enjoying it. And I noticed there's a lot of people running, like jogging. I guess this must be oh, look at the shape of this building. Huh. It's kind of bent at an angle. Look at that. Aw, thank you. I just thought, you know, I love traveling. So for me, I feel really bad not to be able to travel. So I'm sure there's some of you who actually feel the same. So I just thought maybe I'll help scratch that travel bug just a little bit. Oh, look at, there's a husky. Oh my God, Hong Kong's way too hot for you. And this dog is not even being walked. It's being carried. So in Hong Kong, a lot of times the rich people don't have to walk their dogs. They just get their Filipino maids to do it. So just to give you some perspective, huh? Let me see. Let's look at a mediocre place. Okay, well, for about 1,500 square feet, you're paying about $4 million US. And that's not even an expensive piece of property. That's crazy. And mind you, like, I mean, in Happy Valley, the places are actually really old. That's really expensive. So take the price. So this is 23, no. So man means 10,000. So take this times it by 10,000 is the price. And then divide it by 8. That's American dollars. That's insane. But see, the thing is, in Hong Kong, right? Doesn't really matter how rich you are. For the most part, you're still living in an apartment. To live in a single house, you have to be like freaking filthy rich. This is so unhealthy. Oh, is this a pet store place? Wait. Why is there pet stuff stacked here, but this place is not open? And there's a fake cat wearing sunglasses. Shady. I remember a few years back, I was thanking one of my colleagues. Oh, hello. Look at it. And we went to a Japanese restaurant here in this area, and the two of us didn't really eat that much, and the bill was like $400 and some US dollars just for two of us, and I didn't really feel that I ate anything. Wow, you guys look at this. Wow, this is a really old style coffee shop. Wow, you don't wow, you don't see these very often. Wow, just looking at that gate, that tells you how old it is. And when Chinese characters read from this side to here, it means it's an old shop. Wow. Oh, this is really cool. And what do they sell? Expensive booze. Oh, let's cross the street. I just had some really shitty dinner because at the Jockey Club, not a lot of the canteens were open, so there's like nothing to eat. Lately, I've been losing my appetite. Like, even when I'm really hungry, I don't feel like I want to put anything in my stomach. That's not a good thing. See, look at this place. It sells like, what, Parma ham? Cheese? I don't even know what that word is. Purveyors of fine foods? Okay, well, that looks pretty Western to me. What are they selling? Looks like Western stuff. Okay, well, anyway, let's see what else do we have here. Oh, a quiet part of town. But the thing is, I don't have to be afraid of getting robbed or anything at all. Actually, I smell flowers. I smell really good flowers. See, in Hong Kong, even here, like, it's not skyscrapers, but look at how horizontal our city is. Everything just goes up, 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 because we're competing for floor space. And sometimes I wonder how the double-decker buses can drive so fast in a small side street like this without crashing into shit. I think that's really impressive, by the way. Or maybe I'm just a shitty driver. What's in some of these places? Oh, you guys look at this place. This looks like a restaurant. Hong Kong cuisine. It looks like it's like scamming freaking tourists. When it says it's like Hong Kong cuisine, and when it looks so Chinese like that, I have a feeling this is one of those that is like not quite all. It's to scam the foreigners. We don't have Hong Kong cuisine. What are you talking about? Hong Kong cuisine is street food. Well, let's see what kind of Hong Kong cuisine they actually serve here. Oh, dim sum stuff. No, just regular Chinese food with some sort of essay. Oh my God, fuck me dead. Shrimp roe and bamboo shoots. $188 per portion? Fuck me. That's really expensive. Per portion. When they say proportion, I think that's per person. And, you know, and I have a feeling the portions aren't really that big. Well, this doesn't look very Hong Kong cuisine to me. It's just regular Chinese food. Wow, that's pretty. And they have shark fins. Shark fins as well. Wow. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Well, welcome back. You didn't miss out on much because we were just looking at some very expensive Chinese food. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take a screen cap of this. It's crazy. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. I'm going to take a screen cap. It's actually, I think it's a car from Back to the Future. Okay, don't say anything yet. I'm trying to take a screen capture. So, wow. Okay, a person just got in the way. Kind of normal now. The car is cursed. No, oh my God, you guys. Okay, cool. Okay, cool, we're good now. This is a vet. Holy shit, that's a vet office? Wow, this is like the most luxurious vet I've ever seen in my life. Wow. That definitely smells like money. Crazy. The car did that. I think so. It's got to be the car. Oh, and there's people actually drinking in bars. You know, that's the thing. There's Turkish restaurant. Oh, they sell kebabs here too. See, in Hong Kong, you can actually hang out if it's like less than 4 people per table. Yeah, that was a vet. Amazeballs, isn't it? Wow, look at this. Like up here, there's like a family doctor up there. I guess he must have lived upstairs. And judging by the windows, it's a very old building. Yeah. People here are watching the horse races as well. Why don't they go in? Oh yeah, they can't. Okay, they can't go into the jockey club. So they have to sit around it, hang out at a pub, and then watch the horse races from TV. Talk about enthusiasm. Okay, let's see how I can cross the street without getting ran over. Okay, let's see how I can cross the street without getting ran over. Oh, yo, Aries. Long time no see. Well, this must be a really old neighborhood because just looking at the way that these signs are with the font and stuff, it looks super old. But then I'm not even surprised. Let's see what are some of the older industries. So they buy back old books, history, philosophy, art. They make stamps. Huh. This must be a dying industry because I don't think the demand is probably that high. Actually, I want to go into the supermarket and buy some stuff, but their prices are really expensive. The Marketplace by Jason's, the Liam, you know, their prices aren't cheap at all. Oh yeah, tabloids, you know, I actually don't read the tabloids. It's weird. Am I the only person? Is it me, or are the women more well-dressed here as well compared to my neighborhood? It is windy. It's quite windy. Oh, this place is called Feather and Bone. Oh, they sell gourmet groceries. Let's see, all day breakfast. Wow, look at the prices. Again, divided by 8, and that's a breakfast. So these breakfasts can go up to $20 US a hit. What is it? The spicy crab crumpet, 3-egg chili scramble, loads of crab, ninja butter, and what's a ninja butter, and spring onions atop a sourdough crumpet. That's really expensive. This is where I really miss Malaysia because the prices are nothing like this, and you can actually get the same stuff. Actually, speaking of, I've been looking into ways to, actually open my company in Malaysia so I can do my future business there as well. Yep, exactly. Marketplace by Jason's is one of those gourmet supermarkets that's, expensive. So, the same stuff, as you say, it's almost like 2 times the price. I mean, they're just kind of stacked more neatly. That's about it. Actually, let me end my live stream by showing you the cemetery. There's a very famous cemetery that's here in Happy Valley. I think you guys might be quite interested. So before when I'm walking there, I'll tell you the story that was told by my parents and even my grandparents. So they said many years ago there was a fire at the Jockey Club. When when things were kind of old styled, and I guess the fire extinguishing and the design wasn't really that good. And I guess some people were smoking at the public area, and smoking cigarette butts, fires, right? So a lot of people were not able to escape in time, and obviously they died. And like a lot of people died because a lot of people actually attend the horse races. And another thing is that cemetery right across the street just happens to be haunted. The reason why they say is because there's a lot of unrested souls that's buried there. And they couldn't figure out why, but the workers that was working at that cemetery says that, at night, things get flipped around, it becomes a mess the next morning, and people hear sounds, like it's just unusual things that happens in that cemetery. And so they couldn't figure out why, and they tried all sorts of different measures. And then I think one day they hired not a priest, not a pastor, but obviously somebody that's in the spiritual professional field, whatever you call it, exorcist, I don't know what you call them. And they said, oh yeah, there's just a lot of unrested souls that either don't want to die or they didn't know they die. So they were asking the guy to think of some solution in terms of how to make that kind of stuff stop. So one of the ways, which I thought was pretty creative, I don't know why it worked, but okay, so this is the Parsi Cemetery. Wow. 1852, oh my God. So I think it's two separate cemeteries. This is one of them, and there's another one. Wow, just looking at this, it's really old. But this is not what I'm going to show you. I'm still walking there. And so they wrote a poem that was at the entrance of that cemetery, which is where I'm walking to. And they wrote something at the entrance, I guess it's targeted to the unrested souls. And after they've written those poems on there, it's just two short lines, and they said all the funky stuff, all the weird happenings actually went away. Can you believe that? Like, call that eerie, but some things we just can't explain why, but it just is. And that poem has been at the entrance of the cemetery ever since. And you guys, oh, this is a car to put horses in, I think. Is it? So what happens is that in the Chinese tradition, because we're kind of superstitious, nobody wants to live across from a cemetery. The real estate are actually a lot, well, not a lot, but cheaper when it's around a cemetery. And you think that logic would apply to everything, huh? Well, not really. Remember how I told you? This area is called Happy Valley, and it's like super expensive. Like, everything here is expensive, despite it's such an old neighborhood. But see, the Jockey Club is across from a cemetery. That doesn't seem to affect anything. Their feng shui isn't affected. And there's residents around here. That's right next to the cemetery. I don't think that makes their real estate any cheaper. The poem, what does it poem say? Okay, I'll show you. Hi from country south of Canada. Yo, we got an American in the house, huh? Okay, so behind here, so you can see how big the Jockey Club is. Like, I've been walking for a while already, and I'm still at the outside perimeter of the Jockey Club. Can you believe it? Amazeballs, huh? Amazeballs. It's a very good walk, by the way. I think when I do these live streams, I can easily walk for like an hour. Oh, so this is the place where they put urns. In Asia, to be buried is very expensive. So for the most part, it's cremation. But even that is pretty expensive. And sometimes I wonder, right, with the population in Hong Kong, oh wait, where's the entrance? The Hong Kong Cemetery. I'm here. Where's the entrance? I'm looking for it. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, oh yeah. If you guys are religious, you probably noticed that in some cemeteries, the tombstone is a cross, or it looks like a pillar. And some of them actually looks like that cross or that pillar had like a corner that sliced off of it. Actually, that means that person died really young. I did not know that at all until my mom told me. Okay, I think we're almost there. I think. Oh, quite the walk, quite the walk. I think I walked from one end to the other. Did I not? Wow, look at how old this sign is. St. Michael Catholic Cemetery, main entrance. Okay. Alrighty. And you guys, nobody wants to walk here. It's a freaking cemetery. And I don't think I'll actually run into any people either. So it's a Catholic cemetery. You see, is that, I don't know, Jesus? Oh, there's another one. 來日重逢在天上，今日相愛於基督. Okay, so that means one day we will meet up in the sky, but today we love each other under the love of Lord. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, I didn't know that poem exists. I just know of that one. Oh, I like that. Any Christians or Catholics in the house? I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. That seemed very comforting. Yeah, I feel the same. Don't you feel the same, you guys? Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a cemetery. Wow, it's a very nice cemetery. Oh, I think we're there. Okay. Finally. Wow, the statue up there actually looks like the gargoyles. Let's see, I've lived half mile away. Really? So, wow, you guys, look at that. That is just beautiful. I don't know about you guys. What is she stabbing? That's the thing. I don't know what it is. Okay, so this is the poem. It goes this way. 今夕吾軀歸故土 means today your body goes back to the earth. And here it says 他朝君體也相同 means at another day the same will happen to my body. And I think that's just amazing. Whoever thought of writing this to console unrested souls, I think this person is a true genius. Like, it's just a way, I guess if what they're saying is true, that there's unrested spirits in there that was causing the place to be haunted, what they're trying to say to them, much like the other poem, is they're just trying to say, it's not just you. The same shit's gonna happen to us one day. I always really love that poem. I don't know why. Thought I'm back at the tracks. Yeah. Well, I will be back. But I just wanted to take people like on a tour of of this place, because I think Happy Valley is a very iconic part of Hong Kong. And the way that I actually walk down the streets is not exactly typical of what people do as a tourist, because the places that I went to aren't exactly touristy. But wow. Oh, look at this. They have another one here. And they have the English equivalent. As you are now, I once was. As I am now, you soon will be. So prepare for death and follow Jesus. Suddenly, death doesn't seem so scary, doesn't it? Actually, for those of you who's religious, I don't think, well, even for the unreligious ones, I don't think it's that scary. I think it's just waiting to die that's scary. By the way, this place you can actually just climb right up. And the first thing that comes up to mind is Urbex. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the Jockey Club now. I'm gonna end my live stream right here because I'm actually probably gonna get ran over. Let's see how I can actually make it back. People are gonna hate me for jaywalking. Oh yay, I found a little gap. Woohoo! Race 7's on, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go back right now, so I'll end the stream right here. But just so you know, this place is huge. So, oh wait, yeah, there we go. See, it's huge. Look at the map of the track. That's the shape of her track. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go back in now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was actually one of my favorite parts of town. It's really weird, a cemetery, right? But do message me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for telling me that the mic sucks, because yeah, I think it's time to throw it out. I like my mic so much. Okay, anyway, see you guys later. Have a good one. Whoops.